What up, it's time 1822. Since 2025 is almost I decided it's time to do my annual Pro Wrestling Award show. And this one, of course, will be for 2025. So I hope y'all see some of your favorites win an award from me. So let's kick off this award show ceremony with Tag Team of the Year. Now, we all know when it comes to modern pro wrestling, tag team wrestling really haven't been that great in a long time. But I had a team who really deserve it this year, and they are currently the TNA Tag Team Champions, the Hardy Boys. The Hardy Boys had a very good year. They at one point were the NXT Tag Team Champions, being on NXT, still performing at a high level. Had a match against 3D and Bound for Glory, took us back to the old school days of TLC. The Hardy Boys are still going strong, and it warms my heart to see a tag team I grew up on still doing their thing today. Hardy Boys, congratulations being my tag team of the year. Now, a lot of people probably going to say, what? The Hardy Boys? Whoever y'all picked is for the tag year, just let me know in the comment section. Most improved talent this year in pro wrestling. Do, 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 do. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Trick Williams. Trick Williams had an awesome 2025. Trick Williams really improved in so many areas this year as a professional wrestler. A lot of people talk about in-ring ability, but Trick Williams got so much better in rank, and his character work really awesome once he became a heel and being the TNA World Champion. Trick Williams was just awesome as a world champion. Everything about Trick Williams this year just been phenomenal, and that's why I cannot wait when he officially be on SmackDown. And report that is the show he will be on, and I'm so happy to see the future of Trick Williams because everything he done in NXT / TNA wrestling was so much good stuff. I'm so high on this guy. He will be a major player in the W for the next 10 to 15 years. Breakout star of the year, that will be AEW star Kyle Fletcher. Yes, Kyle Fletcher. Someone in 2024, I was not sure about yet when he was no longer with Will Ospreay. But this year, Kyle Fletcher showed me why Tony Khan loves him. He is a future AEW World Champion. He's been putting on very good matches this year in 2025. And let's not forget the one he had on Mike Speedball on Dynamite. Kyle Fletcher, I cannot wait to see when will he officially become the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Booker of the Year, I'm going to have a repeat one, and I'm going to go at the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels, I love what he doing with Javon Evans. You had a couple world title matches involving African American talents, which you do not get from Big Nose Triple K. So I appreciate all that stuff HBK done this year for a lot of fans who've been screaming for more black talent to be used on TV and POEs. Shawn Michaels delivered right there in that apartment, which Trish continues to fail on. Congratulations, Shawn Michaels. You are 2 years in the row. And that's the first time I ever gave someone 2 years in a row. Match of the year. It's been a lot of really good matches this year, but it's not always about just the in-ring action. It's all about what's the story involved with the match. And I gotta give it to the men's triple threat match. CM Punk, Seth freaking Rollins, and Roman Reigns. This was such a phenomenal match. And of course, with the ending with Paul Heyman, even though we all know the storyline with Seth and Paul Heyman and the division did not go far because of injury. But man, the build up to it, I enjoyed it. And when we got that match, that was a 5-star wrestling match right there. That was the triple threat match of the year. Congratulations to all three guys. And get healthy, Seth freaking Rollins. Show of the year. You know what? I'm going to give it to the ladies. Evolution 2. It was a great year for the women overall, and they got the opportunity to get their own show, and they blew every WWE PLE out the water. And they only cashing in on Io Sky and Rhea Ripley during their match. Awesome. It took her to the next level. And it just showed what the women can do if you just give them a show. And I cannot wait for the next one. Let's not wait a couple years again for Evolution. Evolution 3 better take place in 2026. Promotion of the year. Now, this year in professional wrestling, I wouldn't say it was a awesome year. So the promotion I'm going to go with is AEW. I'm not saying AEW was so much better than WWE, but if Triple H did not have so many blunders, I could easily give this to W. But I'm going to give it to AEW slightly. This year, I did not enjoy the Death Riders storyline, but with Hangman storyline with Moxley and the Death Rider actually got better post AEW All in Texas. I will give it to AEW. Few of the year. CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins. CM Punk and Seth Rollins. This feud dates back for a very long time, and including when Punk came back at Survivor Series last year in 2024. I really enjoyed the stuff between these two guys. It's real heat from Seth Rollins' side. The cage match, Raw match, were phenomenal. And of course, when Seth freaking Rollins played everybody, because I thought that he was hurt. I was like, okay, they're going to do this match down the line. No, when he took those crutches and threw him to the ground, I said, oh my God, he screwed CM Punk once again. And we all know this feud between these two is not close to being over. They always will be linked to each other, and I really enjoy the work between Seth freaking Rollins and CM Punk. Now we are getting to the end with the last two categories. Female Wrestler of the Year, and I'm going to go with CEO Mercedes Moné, Ultimate Moné, left W, bet on herself, and she had a credible year this year. And there was so many entertaining and doing stuff outside of AEW, elevating women's professional wrestling. She is PWI #1 Women's Wrestler of the Year, Sports Illustrator, and my #1 Female of the Year. Congratulations to CEO Mercedes Moné, and I wish you the best of luck in 2026. So, in the possibility of you repeating, we shall see. The final category, Male Star of the Year, and I'm going to give it to Hangman Adam Page. Hangman Adam Page is one of the best story arc characters in professional wrestling. From the Hill character feuding with Swerve to becoming a babyface once again, defeating Jon Moxley at AEW All in Texas to become the World Heavyweight Champion. It was not a better story than Hangman Page this year in professional wrestling. And I love seeing a storyline like this from someone who felt lost in the company, but once he turned heel, things started working out for him again. He is no longer currently the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. That's just totally fine, but it will not take away that Hangman had one hell of a year in 2025. So that's the end of my reward for 2025. I will do another one in 2026. And who will be the winners? We just got to wait because it's going to be another 12 months. So if you got some picks for your own, hey, put in the comment section. I'll respond to everybody like usual. Hit the like button on this video. As always, don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.